In this lesson, we're going to graph some fractions on a number line and then put them in order from greatest to least. So if we have a problem like this that says graph 1/3, 1/6, 1/12 on the number line, then put the fractions in order from greatest to least. So here's our number line. So let's graph 1/3. The denominator is 3. So to graph 1/3, we need a number line that is divided into thirds. So let's compare those two number lines. So here's the number line divided into thirds, and here's the one that we're supposed to graph it on. So the way to do this is graph 1/3 at the same place on both number lines. So let's do that. So if we graph it here, here's 1/3, and then we follow it up to the same spot here. So we can see that 1/3 is the same as 1, 2, 3, 4/12. So that's 1/3 graphed onto the 12ths number line. So now to graph 1/6 at the same place on the number line that is divided into 12ths and on one that is divided into 6ths. So here's what 1/6 is graphed on. So right here. So now we follow that up and it's right here. So 1/6 is the same as 2/12, right? This is 1 2/12. Now all that's left to do is to actually graph 1/12, which is right here. So now we need to answer the question, which fraction is the biggest and which is the least? So remember that numbers are getting bigger as you go this way. So the arrow tells us that the fraction furthest to the right is the biggest number. And then so that means that this is the fraction that is the biggest number, which is actually 1/3. Then the next biggest, the lesser of that is this one, which is 1/6. And then the least one is this one, 1/12, because we know that the numbers get bigger this way, so this is the biggest, this is the second biggest, and this is the least, which is 1/12. Okay, so that means the numbers in order from greatest to least are 1/3. This is the greatest, 1/3. Then comes 1/6. This is 1/6. And then 1/12. This is 1/12 here. And that's the end of that lesson. So don't worry if you don't understand this. You could just rewatch the video. There's nothing wrong with repetition. You've got this. And if you need extra help, take a look at the description. There's links there to other videos of mine that are related to this. As well, you could download the ebook. In the ebook, you could follow along this exact lesson as you watch the video. And there's a link in the ebook to this video, and you could watch as you follow in the book. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for listening.